estate forever. I went straight from University of Michigan to Brooklyn Law School, during which time I worked for who is now one of my partners, and I worked through law school, so real estate just kind of fell into my lap. I immediately built up a business, and I was litigating, representing owners and management companies, basically doing evictions in the 5 boroughs. And I guess it was about the early 2000s. I just was getting very tired of being in court, and it's not a very glamorous courthouse to be in these courthouses, and I just wasn't enjoying it at all, really, and I just wanted to build a closing business because I had the contacts to. So I basically contacted, your Pam Liebman and Gary Mallon and Howard Lorber and Scott Durkin and everybody that I knew in the business already, and I just started meeting with a lot of brokers and building the closing business. And then of course, it was great, and then it was the 2008 was Lehman goes under, so it's just, this is what it is. And then it was 9/11, it went down too, and the market just goes like that. It is cyclical. Then it was COVID, and everyone thought, oh my God, no one's gonna do deals. And that was the busiest year real estate has had in New York ever, I think. And now here we are, and it's slow again. But basically, I can handle anything from co-ops, condos. I do, if people are buying together but they're not married, we'll do either a cohabitation agreement, or either if it's, depending upon, if it's a prenup, I would send it to somebody who specializes in that. But the cohabitation agreements, I do a lot for people, and this way they're just protecting themselves, even though they're not married and buying the asset as husband and wife, or wife and wife, or husband, whatever it is. And anything, what I want to do is I also just want to be a resource for people. So you don't have to be sending me business or be a real estate broker to call me. Any leases, like for the women in this group, because I plan on doing this with, Haley, hopefully once a month at least, but I want to be a resource. I know that brokers and just homeowners in general have questions. Maybe it's a lease question, maybe it's a question about your neighbor whose tree is hanging over your lawn. Whatever it might be, I want the women in the community that are part of this community to be able to reach out to me as a resource, and I will make myself available. Sometimes maybe, Amy might, if Amy were to call me and say, Jamie, I have somebody that's gonna leave, I need a surrender. I could easily just send over a surrender. Maybe it's a personal guarantee question. What I'm known for in New York, I do anything from a $200,000 co-op to a $200 million deal. I haven't quite done the 200 million. I think I've gotten as high as 90. Just a different level of work, and I'm usually not dealing with the actual parties themselves. I'm dealing with finance people, with tax people, with attorneys, and whatever it is, if it's real estate, I handle it. I don't personally litigate at all, but we do have a big litigation department. And basically, most of that is, for the most part, in the city. However, we do always have cases in Nassau and Suffolk County if they're bigger Supreme Court cases. So that's it for me, and take it away, Heidi.